Love working with families. They're the most fun. People feel the most invested and the most devastated by their family relationships. I've worked with grandparents and grandchildren. I've worked with parents and children. I've worked with sisters. I've worked with brothers. And they're specifically coming in to work on relationships. I worked with families that run businesses together and are having problems in the business area. And I work with families who might have, children moving through different developmental stages. Like the infancy stage is very different than the toddler stage, which is very different than the middle years, and then into the tween years and the teen years, and even the post-college and college years. Those are all developmental stages for a family, both for the children in the family and for the parents in the family. So the families I work with, they may be married, they may be cohabitating, they may be an initial first marriage with a nuclear family intact. It may be a family where there's a divorce and there's several children, and a remarriage and blended families. It might be that the couple that's remarried is going to have a child, so it's working with the children from the previous marriage to be included, to feel as loved, to feel as close, and to welcome that new child into their relationship. I work with both young people in the family and the adults in the family about setting boundaries with each other. Not only setting, but being able to communicate those boundaries so everyone's clear and understands. I work with parents on setting expectations for children. Oftentimes when there's behavioral issues, it's because the expectations of the family are not clear to the children. And I work with families on really working to what I call natural consequences. Like, if we do the right thing, generally good things come our way. If we do things that are not as bright, oftentimes we suffer natural consequences that are not pleasant for any of us. And to me, that's a much healthier way to discipline. I don't believe in punishment at all. I believe in setting firm guidelines and having firm discipline. Because the goal, I think, what I tell people, the goal of raising children should be that the child incorporates the discipline that you're giving. You want a child to say, I have this behavior that I need to work on, not like I'm a bad person because I have this behavior. So they learn to separate the behavior and work on the behavior itself. So I work with people quite a bit on setting expectations and natural consequences, and really becoming conscious in your parenting, conscious in your interaction with your spouse, and just conscious in your family. Not perfect by any means, but just aware, and the ability to take responsibility for and go back and make amends should you have made a decision or acted out in anger or behaved in a way, whether you're the child in the family, the young adult in the family, the adult, the grandparent, it doesn't matter who it is. So, but I do love working with families. I think that it's a dynamic that is constantly evolving and changing, and then we see how much that's happening culturally. I had one family where one young woman was having a baby out of wedlock, and my client asked her great-grandmother, well, Grandma, our great-grandma, are you going to come to the shower? And she said, of course I am. She's having a baby. If she's not married, well, it's just the modern way. So I do love working with families.